Good afternoon, garden friends. Today I am going to be doing my first spring 3-tier Cascade planter that I had gotten from Kensington. One of my garden buddies, Kim from Backyard Blooms with Kim, had one and I fell in love with it. And it's like, where did you get this from? So I am going to be working on this today. And a lot of the plants that I am going to be putting in here, I ended up picking up from Growers Outlet. Now, we are in the process of doing construction on my romantic courtyard. But while that construction is going on, I'm getting things prepared that will be incorporated into it. And this beautiful piece is part of it. So let me turn the camera around and then I'll show you some of the plants that I'm going to be putting in here, and then also this beautiful unit. All right, isn't this gorgeous? It's about 48 inches in height. And the containers are nice and deep. And one of the things that I'm going to be doing is putting in a lot of plants that require part sun. That'll get that morning sun for about 1 to 4 hours a day. And I was very strategic in the plant choices that I'm going to be using. And a lot of these I ended up getting from Growers Outlet. So the first one that I'm going to be putting in is the Hellebores. And this is called the Joker. Isn't that just gorgeous? Let me bring this up closer so you can see it. Look how beautiful. And this is the new version to where the flowers will stand straight up and not tip over like the old style of the Hellebores. So I'm going to be using. All right, so here's some other choices that I'm going to be putting in the Cascade basket. I'm going to be adding the cyclamen, and I so love the coloring on the leaves that I think it'll be a compliment to the Hellebores. I'm also going to be adding the bicolored English daisies. And the one good thing about these guys, they all like the morning sun. And the location that I'm going to be putting these guys will satisfy that for them. The other one is Saxifrage. This too is an excellent ground cover, and I'm going to use it as a possible spiller. I want to see how it does and if it cascades out of the container, and then I'm going to end up adding the Dusty Millers, and I think that silvery color is going to look amazing with all of the accent colors and the leaf textures in the container. So first thing I want to do is go ahead and get the soil in the container, and then I'm going to mix in some biotone for it. So let me go ahead and get that stuff set up. Okay, so this is how I'm going to lay this out in the container. And doesn't that look so nice? I'm loving it. I'm just going to have the Hellebores be the center stage, and then two of the Saxifrages, and then the cyclamen and the Dusty Miller, and then the Dusty Miller, the cyclamen, and how do you say this? It is Saxifrage. All right, so I got it laid out. These guys are a little bit dry. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, get some of the biotone and get these guys planted. And I'm gonna do like I always do, take off a portion of the bottom of the roots, just to make sure that the roots have enough space, you know, to spread out and grow. Okay, so like I said, the Lenten rose is going to be the center stage. And ooh, this guy is in there, kind of dry too. I don't know, it was just very root bound. So I'm gonna loosen these up just a little bit to spread them out. Get this guy in there. That's center. And I already did put in some of the biotone. So go ahead and get some of the cyclamen, which I want this on the side. Like I said, I'm taking some of the dirt off. Then Dusty Miller. I'm just gonna take the root off. Got placed in there. And like I said, the good thing about these guys, they have the same requirements. And I'm gonna put one of the Saxifrage in here. Now, because the one thing it said is, I mean, even like the Dusty Millers and even the cyclamen, just keeping the soil nice and moist, not sopping wet. Get that pushed in there. Before I start filling in that, I want to be able to put some dirt, some soil in here. Just to make sure the roots are covered. And then of course I'm going to put my mulch on top. Even though it does seem like these guys are sort of packed in here. I just want to make sure. Nice soil coverage. But then I still have room to put my mulch on. Now, I don't have a drip system other than my hand hose, but I'm okay with that. Now I think I can better keep track of the moisture of the soil. Okay. Cyclamen in here. Saxifrage here. That in the center. Dusty Millers. All right, that is the top level. Is that pretty or what? All right, I got the other layers laid out how I want them, but I just wanted to be able to show you guys me putting this together. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the spots where I need a little extra dirt and then put my mulch on, and then I'll get back on when this is all done. All right, guys, it is done. Now, while this is not the final location, like I said, it's going to be over in the courtyard area. But I am so loving how the colors bounce off of each other. The silver from the Dusty Miller, the greenery of the Lenten rose, and how this ends up bouncing off the contrast. This is so nice. This is going to be so very pretty. And this tier is just gorgeous. And once it gets really, really full down there where things are touching, that's going to even be nicer. All right, guys, my first tiered cascade container. I am so happy with how this ended up turning out. Thank you again for visiting Inspiring Garden Corner. And if you enjoy my content, please consider sharing, liking, and subscribing to my channel. I would so appreciate it.